Waneke Ije. Welcome to my page once again, Afam Bafam. Ever since the news of the new immigration law broke on the 12th of March 2025, a lot of people have been asking questions, even those living in UK and those who intend to visit UK. I have personally been bombarded with a lot of questions. So for the purpose of clarity, I've come to bring you this edition. I'm going to take it from the beginning and how it started. Whether you believe it or not, the major strategy of every opposition is to attack every weak point of the ruling party. They must criticize the administration just to create relevance, and that is what is happening now. The leader of the Conservative Party in the UK Parliament, Kemi Badenoch, prepared a paper where she introduced a deportation bill, accusing the ruling party, the Labour, of having made the border so porous, allowing people to troop into the country anyhow they like. This she said no to and went ahead in her document to proffer solution on how to cut it down. Listen to her.
From next year, 2 million immigrants could automatically claim British citizenship. 2 million people. That's nearly twice the population of Birmingham. That's massive. We've introduced a deportation bill because we're committed to bringing immigration down. Back in February, we demanded Labour triple the time for new immigrants to get a British passport. They voted it down. And now they brought in some half-assed version that's not going to work. Here's what will work. Deport all foreign criminals. Mandatory age checks. No more pretending to be kids. Tougher visa rules and salary thresholds. Disapply the Human Rights Act to immigration cases. No more abusing human rights laws to dodge deportations. Make asylum support repayable. And no permanent right to stay in the UK if you've relied on benefits. Until that's law, we won't fix this. Labour should adopt it now. It's time to get tough. That's what the Conservatives' deportation bill delivers. And we're going to go further. Our country is a home, not a hotel. And if we don't defend it, no one else will.
Of course, you know this is politics. And in order not to allow her to take advantage, the Prime Minister moved into action by buying some ideas from what she dropped and went ahead to develop a white paper.
I believe we need to reduce immigration significantly. So as this white paper sets out, every area of the immigration system, work, family and study, will be tightened up so we have more control. Skill requirements raised to degree level. English language requirements across all routes, including for dependents. The time it takes to acquire settled status extended from 5 years to 10. And enforcement tougher than ever, because fair rules must be followed. Now, make no mistake, this plan means migration will fall. That's a promise. But I want to be very clear on this. If we do need to take further steps, if we do need to do more to release pressure on housing and our public services, then mark my words, we will.
Ever since this white paper was presented, there has been a high level of tension among immigrants, especially those on different routes towards earning their indefinite leave to remain or citizenship. Also in the Parliament and other top forums, argument, deliberation and discussions are still ongoing in this regard. In one of the gatherings, when asked if people who are already living in the UK will be subjected to this new law if eventually passed as a law, listen to hear what the Secretary of the Home Office had to say.
Vauxhall and Camberwell Green, a place where so many people from around the world have chosen to make their home, a place where so many people contribute to our community day in, day out. Since this announcement, Madam Deputy Speaker, I've been contacted by several constituents who are currently on a work visa and looking at their path for a way for indefinite leave to remain. They are understandably worried, Home Secretary, about where this uncertainty leaves them. They're worried about their future plans. One even told me that they are worried and they're considering leaving the UK because their settled status here is under jeopardy. So can the Home Secretary please outline whether this policy applies to people who are already living and working in the UK, or will it just be to new visa applicants?
Home Secretary. Well, thank the honourable friend for her question, and she is right to say that there are people working in all kinds of jobs across the country, contributing to our economy and to our communities, who have travelled here from all over the world, and that was hugely important. We will set out further details of the earned settlement and citizenship reforms later this year, and we will consult on them. So there will be plenty of opportunity for people to comment on and consider the detail. But it is important that we have extend the sense of contributions and the points-based system to those reforms as well. We have also said that we will maintain the current 5-year route for those who have come on a dependence visa, on a family visa as well, as part of maintaining families.
Notwithstanding this strong assurance from the Home Office Secretary that those already living in the UK will not be affected, immigration lawyers have also gone far to give a proper interpretation of this white paper if eventually passed into law. Like I said, it is not a law yet. Listen to an immigration lawyer.
If the government decides to proceed with the proposal highlighted in the immigration bill, then they will draft a first draft bill, which will go through a couple of readings at a parliamentary stage, and then it has to be approved by both the houses, House of Lords and House of Commons. So if both the houses have agreed, amendments are all made, then it has to be sent to for the royal assent, and then it becomes finally the law. At this point of time, it is very uncertain, and there is a lot of uncertainty when the actual bill will be drafted. So people are really concerned. There is obviously disappointment among the migrants that the government is taking a very harsh approach. They've come with different dreams. They have hopes that they're going to get settled, they're going to find work, etc. So hopefully it will take some time. It's not going to be as quick as the previous statement of changes are, because making amendment in a existing law is quite quicker, is a lot faster than having a complete different immigration bill, which has to be approved and has to go through a lot of stages. So we anticipate that these changes are amended, because having a lawful 10 years residency as a worker, I don't believe that there is any country in the world which has a 10 years residency procedure for a skilled worker. So let's see what comes up next, and hopefully we'll come up with new updates very soon. Thank you.
The white paper. This white paper has taken over everybody. If you're already on a skilled worker visa in the UK, don't worry, because you are still under the old regime, or the current regime, I should say. So whatever the rules are currently, those are the ones that apply to you. So if the Home Office now comes out with the rules, or the government comes out with the new rules saying that the indefinite leave time is going to increase from 5 years to 10 years, it should not apply to you, or it would not apply to you, unless, of course, the government says by an act of parliament that the rules will be applied retrospectively, which means that they will apply to previous people who have applied for these as well. I don't think that's going to happen. So the white paper is simply a consultation. Right now, these are the suggestions that the Home Office have made and the government has made, and now they're going to have consultations over it, then they're going to decide over it, then the MAC will give their own, the Migration Advisory Committee will give its own recommendations, and finally there'll be an act of parliament, after which something will become law. When it becomes law, that is when it applies. So right now, whoever is in the country on the current rules, continue on that. You don't have anything to worry about. Obviously, like I said, unless there is a retrospective effect given. But I don't think that would be given. So that's the only thing you need to remember.
And now you know better. The white paper will not be implemented until it is passed into law, and this will take a lot of stages. It may or may not see the light of the day. I will keep you updated as we progress in this regard. Thanks for watching. Share this video if you find it so interesting. Afam Bafam. God bless you.